What's up, Raging5678 here, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes. Yes, it's been a little bit since we arrived. I think like last episode was like Thursday or Wednesday, something like that. But if I can remember what we were supposed to do, we were supposed to be going to some place. Oh my God, look how much crap there is there. See here. I do not remember which evidence I'm supposed to be looking for. Wow. Okay. Well, this is great. Um, hmm. That's new. According to refugees, some shady people regularly visits the camp and take refugees away with them. That doesn't really tell me what I need to do next. Blah blah blah. Blue 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 blah blah. Huh. Wow. This is quite astonishing. I mean, even though I can't exactly find where we're supposed to go, I think I do know where we're technically going. Just because, I just technically just know automatically where all the events go. See, the guide says go here. I mean, the brain says go here. Boom. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get a fast travel going there too. So I guess this would be the closest. So yeah. Apologies for no Skyrim videos this week again. First on the weekends, I try to make as much DBD videos as possible with my friends. Just so I can actually, since I'm pretty much gonna have to reduce the amount of daily videos, to like one. At least there's something extra that I, worked on over the weekend that I can put out. Just throughout the week, especially leading up to the new Killer of the Sadako, or the Ring, whoever you want to call it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So, but with Skyrim though, I've been pretty busy all week. Sometimes I gotta watch my niece over the weekend, and yeah, and taking care of kids. It takes work, unfortunately. So pretty much everything in life becomes work at some point. Especially when you become an adult. So, but it is what it is. So once you grow up and get to a certain point, you realize that work is pretty much each time. So, but it all leads to a better future. I don't know, some crap like that. Anyways, yeah, we made it. I guess we made it to the right place.
These workers don't look like your average Cordona folk.
They're refugees from the camp.
Alrighty. The refugees from the camp. I reckon I'm probably gonna need a disguise for him to get through this Peaky Blinders looking
That's
dude
our
up
way
here.
in, Sherry.
Yeah, there's no way this guy's gonna let me through, is it? No way. There's no way.
Hey, yo. This is private property. You lost something.
Oh, look, he has a tattoo, though.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm investigating a robbery, and Mr. Bernadotte may be just the man to help me with.
You're a copper.
I have nothing to do with the police.
Mr. Bernadotte isn't seeing anyone. You have 3 seconds to walk away, or you'll never walk again. Capito?
It's in Mr. Bernadotte's best interest to...
1.
Listen, the man Bernadotte sent to...
2.
I mean, would Sherlock hit him? No. I would.
I did try to resolve this peacefully.
Oh God. Oh no, I remember the freaking fighting scenes. Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Alright, let's do this. Okay, that's how we used to go. Ooh, crap. Ow. Whoops. Sorry. Yep, sorry again. Oh my God. Ah! There we go. And then do that, and boom.
No more crime for you until next month.
I'm coming for you.
Was that just like Sherlock just talking about how the justice system would just release criminals back on the street in a month or two? Okay, where's your weak spot, dude? Oh, it's on your back. Okay, can you not? Ow! Oh God! Hi! Oh God! Oh, this is so bad.
party.
Take a rest.
The snuff's ready.
Too simple.
I
Give 'em
mean,
the pepper snuff.
I wasn't expecting like Batman styles of, you know, combat.
Don't bother
You
moving.
literally just
You've
made a
lost.
bit smack noise by hitting a guy in the head with the butt of the pistol. But I wasn't expecting a Batman style of combat because I can't really imagine Sherlock just whipping out a
I
cape.
will end you.
That was so bad, dude. That was such bad voice acting.
No more crime for you.
The snuff's ready.
Till next month. I know, honey. Hello?
Give 'em the pepper snuff.
Wait, was there supposed to be a guy to come through? Alright, well, the game better not bug and have that guy left out there.
Hello there.
Whoa! Okay, maybe Sherlock
Take a
is Batman.
rest,
He's just
my friend.
teleported to the back of this dude.
The snuff's ready.
I am
Oh,
invincible.
Move, you fat bitch!
We can overcome the brute now.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh Jesus Christ, this is so good. It's so good. And pop.
Don't
Wow.
bother moving. You've lost.
Wow. It has been so long since we've gone through the combat system. Oh man. Okay then.
You've disappointed me so much, Sherlock.
What?
You've disappointed me so much, Sherlock.
What? No, don't be disappointed in me, man. Be disappointed in the freaking combat system. I don't know what the hell. Like, I don't know, man. I don't think I killed anyone though, right? Let's see what John Diary say. What's better than a fight? Winning, of course. Sherry Twin knows how to fun without a single catch. So what the hell is John bitching about then? And what am I even doing in here? Wait, what did? Oh, Speedy Archive, sir. Okay, yeah, he doesn't say anything about me hitting the dude out front. Okay, there's gotta be something in here, right? I mean, there's literally nothing appearing, or maybe, maybe I gotta put up the right evidence. Okay. The front door to the office is closed. We should find another way in. Well, I guess we could have asked one of those guys that we bit smacked with the gun, but they all decided to disappear.
Sherry, look.
Oh, whoa.
This seems familiar. Is this?
Let's see what's hidden there.
Oh, wow. Wow. That painting is really graphic. Okay.
Vogel's stolen painting. Isn't it curious how it developed into a much more interesting case?
Wow. That painting, man. I mean, paintings are about how the person feels, and damn, that got me feeling some feels.
Masks, traditional for the Chokwe people of Central Africa.
Okay.
A Dogon statue from West Africa. A century old at least.
There we go.
V.H. Grindley Flow Blue Tableware. This is what lies behind the facade of Bernadotte Company Limited.
Oh, hello. I didn't even see you there.
No, sir. Don't hurt me.
It's all right. I won't harm you.
Like you didn't harm the folks on the way here?
Hey, yo, how else were we gonna get in? Alright, shut up. I know, I guess we could have done a disguise system, but dude, we've been on this case for like, what, like 2, 3, 4 weeks? So it's time to get this done.
An amazing piece of culture. I imagine many collectors and museums would be interested in having it.
Right.
Don't come any closer. One step and I'll shred you to pieces.
Wow. Wow. All of them are freaking threats. Alright.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Righto. Yes. Yep. Well, excuse me, sir. I think I hear... I've got to... It's better I leave.
Wow, that was as if somebody put my words in your mouth.
What? This guy just disappears. Oh man, everybody's freaking just teleporting today. Hope I can like teleport myself outside of work. Chronicle, front page, Zeppelin related. Okay.
This is it. This is where all the magic happens.
You know, I like how like John is supposed to be like part of my imagination. Yeah, he has reflection in the window. Just nitpicking.
I suppose it's Mr. Bernadotte with our fine governor. "1875. It's taken a few years back. John, how many people in Cordona have a photograph with the governor, do you think?
You definitely don't have one.
Please don't shoot me. I have a family.
A lot of paperwork, waybills, legal. Expensive papers, city hall, invitation to ball. Okay.
Spare me.
So, you've cut through all the guards just to talk to me. Come here, and we shall talk.
Photograph of little girl relative. Okay. Hello? There we go. Quite a collection. I guess so. And alright.
Whenever you're ready. I'd hate to intrude.
Oh, it's a cocky little fucker, isn't he? Look at him just running away. Different from the others. Oh, this tattoo must be ranks, right? Rankings then. Kind of like how like the military uses their Cygnus, whatever. Doesn't shun dirty work. All right. Damn it, had Pelagria. Okay. Cold-blooded. Right. Married, huh? Interesting. Alright, gang tattoo, different from the other. Holstered pistol, cold-blooded, heart in hand, doesn't shun dirty work. Wedding ring, married, damaged skin, had Pelagria. So, Niccolo Bernardotti is a harsh gang leader and calculating businessman. He beams confidence and menace. He anticipates danger by keeping his gun near him, but still holds it in the holster. Bernardotti descends from the working class, being raised in a poor family. He had to work from the fields from a young age. Hard work under the sun had bad nutrition led to suffering of Pelagria. He overcame the disease, but its effect still shows on the skin. Despite being financially comfortable now, he still distanced himself from the high life, keeping his clothing and appearance quite conservative. Bernardotti and his men have different tattoos in the same style. The tattoos are most probably a code that represents different ranks within a tightly structured and secretive criminal organization. Ruthless crime lord. Niccolo Bernardotti is a cruel gang leader who isn't afraid of getting his hands dirty to show off his position of power. Hard worker in his youth, Bernardotti grew hatred towards the world around him. He continually expects trouble and is always ready to make some. Raised in a poor family, he had to work in the field from a young age. This led to his suffering from Pelagria, the effects of which still show on his skin. He refuses to hide this under fancy clothes, that he might always remember his motives and identity were born. Bernardotti and his men have different tattoos in the same style. The tattoos are most probably a code that represents different ranks within tightly structured and secret criminal organization. This one sounds more neutral, and this one actually sounds closer to my first impression of him. You know, just the way he's grinning, and then the tattoo is exactly what I said about you know, exactly what I said about the guy. Thinking that it could be of a different rank. I might go with this one though. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. Screw it.
Bad news. The thug you sent to the refugee camp only succeeded in stabbing himself. His next and final journey will be to the morgue.
Hold your horses. Who the hell are you?
Sherlock Holmes. And you are Niccolo Bernadotti, a smuggler, kidnapper, and notorious cutthroat, among other things.
Few men would dare waltz into my office and address me like that. You are either overconfident or unintelligent. This is private property. Give me one reason why I should not shoot you on the spot. I am sure my friends at the station would call it self-defense.
As I said, your man was found dead in the refugee camp. He was there to kidnap a woman, but the other refugees intervened to try and save her. The ensuing scuffle resulted in the man's accidental suicide. He sported the same tattoo as your men in this building. In fact, it also bears a resemblance to the one on your neck. Care to explain what business your man had with this woman?
You have no idea what you are talking about. I can assure you this was no kidnapping. The refugees in the camp are on edge. What happened there is a tragic accident, one I am not responsible for.
For what reason was your man there if not to abduct her?
Why would I answer? You are yet to justify your presence in the slightest.
Mr. Bernadotti, do you know the name Boniface Mercurio?
I do not.
Mercurio was a local artist. Recently, a man broke into his apartment, ransacked the place, and killed him. The thief was looking for something.
You are testing my patience, boy.
In a moment, the connection will reveal itself.
Calling him slow.
I was hired, privately, to investigate the recent theft of a painting from an art gallery. My investigation led me to a man from your organization, and thus, to you, Mr. Bernadotti.
That is quite a stretch. Why would I need to steal a painting when I could buy anyone I wanted?
Interestingly enough, I spotted the stolen painting in your storeroom.
I buy and sell a lot of things, Mr. Holmes. Unfortunately, if this is true, it is not the first time I have been sold stolen merchandise. I presume you were hired by the owner of the gallery. Tell them to contact me, and we'll sort out the situation. So, this painting is why you broke into my office. So many words, so little action. When you barged into my office, Mr. Holmes, I got the impression you wanted to talk business. Now I see you had come just to talk. Tell me exactly what you want, or get out.
It was necessary groundwork for what comes next. I have enough evidence to conclude that the gallery thief, the artist's killer, and the dead man in the camp are all the same person.
Your time is almost up, Mr. Holmes.
Before you draw your gun, there is one final detail I am yet to mention. The young woman your man was tasked to collect from the refugee camp had been defiled at a perverse masquerade party. That violation was captured in a photograph by Boniface Mercurio and used as a reference for his painting. The photo shows the attacker's face.
Finally. That's why you're here, Mr. Holmes. You have the photograph.
It is what your man was after when he broke into Mercurio's apartment, and it is what you're after too, isn't it, Mr. Bernadotti?
You have the photograph with you. How much do you want for it?
I am not naive enough to carry it with me, but I am yet to decide what I shall do with it. I know the man in the photo is a British envoy. What interest do you have in his downfall?
I must admit, I am rather impressed by how comprehensively you have pursued this matter. And so, you deserve the honest answer. My business dealings are often arduous in their bureaucracy. A man in his position, willing to look the other way, could ease my work significantly. In return, I will make sure no one looks his way either. A favor for a favor.
Also known as blackmail, the modus operandi of any true professional.
It was not originally my idea. Mercurio set things in motion, extorting the envoy for the most trivial of ends. Money. In response, the envoy hired my man to retrieve the painting and the photograph, eliminating Mercurio's leverage. I only learned the whole story after the artist was killed in his home.
And rather than extricate yourself, instead you took over Mercurio's venture.
It fell into my lap. As a businessman, I simply seized the opportunity. Now, how much do you want for the image?
Okay.
I could not help but appreciate the collection of smuggled artifacts in your storeroom. You have rather diversified your business.
Oh, high and mighty of you, Mr. Holmes. Not all smuggling is immoral. I pay generous rates to developing cultures and spread their culture to eager buyers. And furthermore, I supply many immigrants with a taste of home.
A very convenient way of thinking.
I have traveled wildly, Mr. Holmes. I've seen people in far-flung lands for whom my services are a lifeline. Without them, they would starve. The tax on cargo is often so absurd that it would be more profitable to simply sink your ship than dock it in the harbor. And trust me, I am speaking from experience.
I saw refugees from the camp at your warehouse. They work for you.
I have made certain arrangements with City Hall and the police. Thanks to me, refugees can work and be paid. It's a pathway to freedom.
And how much do you save by capitalizing on their cheap labor?
I have heard no complaints. They seem happy just to get out of that slum.
Why did you send your man to remove the woman from the camp?
Without a photograph, her testimony was the next best thing. Securing her was in everyone's interest. Victims and witnesses all too often disappear. I thought the girl was safer with us. I did not anticipate what would happen at the camp.
Why should I give you the photograph?
Just name your price.
What if my price were not money? You claim to have connections, Mr. Bernadotte. Perhaps you could improve conditions for the refugees. Give them a chance for a better life.
Ha! I do have connections, Mr. Holmes, but help the whole camp? You are asking too much. I could, however, make arrangements for one person. The woman who was violated will have her own home, outside the camp, solely for her and her child. She will no longer be a refugee, but a princess. That I can guarantee.
Is that really possible?
It will be neither fast nor easy, but I can do it. She deserves it, don't you agree? And as for her abuser, he will serve me, as much as he deserves.
So, in your plan, everybody will be given their due. Especially you, Mr. Bernadotte.
Seems like a fair deal, no? I doubt anyone could offer you better. Simply give me the photograph, and the world becomes a better place. I give you my word.
Ooh. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, the chick who's been violated, I definitely do deserve the best, because, I mean, no one should be going through that kind of crap. Like, no one, but it happens, unfortunately. But, at the same time, I mean, it doesn't help the entire refugee camp, you know, and, I mean, it really depends on the kind of person you are, but if I was in the chick who had violated his person, and by the way, I'm calling her a chick because I do not remember her name, but if I was in her position, you know, not only did I would want the best for me and my kid, but also the people around me, you know, especially, you know, having to raise a child in that place, you know, I would know that, or I would hope that other people around the refugee camp that I can make friends with would also help me raise the kid, because, you know, there's a saying about raising a kid. It takes a village to raise one, and I would want the best for not only me, my son, or daughter, but for everyone else around me. So, I'm already thinking about giving it to the envoy. Maybe they can make it better. I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and read this stuff we got. So, a painting depicting a naked woman in the embrace of a devil, found in the Bernardotti Company warehouse. This is the painting created by Boniface Mercurio, and the one stolen from Werner Vogel's art gallery. However twisted the imagery is, Mercurio's mastery is undeniable. He might have become a renowned artist on par with the greatest, but now we will never know. That's sad. Small gold artifact. Various objects in the ancient arts stored in the Bernardotti Company warehouse. The artifacts are mostly of African origin. The sculpture of African Dogon culture depicts humans in simplified, almost geometrical forms. The prolonged oval mask of Chokwe, I hope I said that right, culture might represent both feminine beauty and death. There's the character portrait for a crime lord, so obviously he's guilty. Bernardotti's offer. Mr. Bernardotti claims that the British envoy had sent his man to obtain both the painting and the photograph from Mercurio. But when things at the flat got out of control, by the way, flat in American terms means apartment, got out of control, he came to Mr. Bernardotti for help. Furthermore, Bernardotti claimed he never ordered anyone to be harmed. Bernardotti's man was originally hired by a British envoy, the defiler captured on the photograph, being blackmailed by Mercurio. The envoy wanted to obtain the evidence used against him. Now Bernardotti wants to use the photograph to blackmail the envoy. Okay, wow. Bernardotti offers me a deal. I give him the photograph so he can blackmail the British envoy, and in return Bernardotti will obtain a home and a legal citizenship for the abused refugee woman and her child. Let's go ahead and go to the mine palace. Oh yeah. There we go. So, victim of violation. Neela was violated and was nearly kidnapped. First of all, I must make sure that she and her baby are secured. System suffers. All refugees are victim of the system. The situation they are in must and can be mended. Just putting this together. The envoy wants to secure his reputation. If I put it this way, nothing happens. Okay, so let's keep it there. And then I guess put these two together. Blackmail material. Bernardotti wants to gather proof of the envoy's crime in order to blackmail him. Right, okay. Wait, so the envoy was the guy that we talked to before. I'm pretty sure, right? Where was that, the party drug? Okay, oh, okay, so he was the guy that I think we talked to, yeah, at the thing. So if I give this to, if I give the photograph to him, he claims that he will make life for the refugees better, but if I give it to Nicolo, he will make the victim, the woman and her child's life better. But if I give it to Vogel, and that just, I assume it would make things happen for the public, but would it do anything for the refugees? Wow. I'm not gonna lie, if I kind of knew that this game was gonna make me put tough choices, I would I would probably have thought twice about, you know, whether I would have put this series on YouTube, because, oh man, this is gonna basically show the kind of person I am. Not that I wouldn't want to do that, but like, you know, people are either gonna love my choices or hate my choices. Oh, there's a small island there. I never noticed. Anyways, man, ooh, this is tough, man. I mean, I'm kind of thinking that I'm probably gonna wait for the next episode to make my mind up and just think about this one all day, honestly. This is tough, man. Hang on, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the guide real quick, just so I can like see what happens when I choose other. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we got our choices. So, case conclusion. In the end, Sherlock can choose between 3 different outcomes. Make a manual save to see the different ending, blah blah blah. Okay, so if I option 1, which is recommended, give the photo to the envoy. The envoy, Thomas Norton, promises to improve conditions for all people of the refugees. Okay, so yeah, so if I give it to him, everyone, all the refugees will live better life. If I give the photo to Bernardotti, Bernardotti will have some leverage against the envoy and promise to help Neela, the victim, but not the other refugees. Option 3, give the photo to Vogel. Sherlock wants to publish the truth by leaking it to the Cordona Chronicle newspaper, which will destroy the reputation of the envoy but does not help the refugees. Oh man, I don't know. I mean, so one option, the envoy, will help the refugees, but it would give this Thomas Norton nerd, like, he will get away with it. If I give it to Bernardotti, I mean, again, Bernardotti will get away with it, but the envoy will be, well, so it'll basically, he'll be blackmailed into working for Bernardotti, which could make Bernardotti, this guy here, even more powerful. And he can get into the system. Damn. But he promised to help Neela and the other refugees. And if I give it to Vogel, he will publish the truth, leaking it to the Chronicle newspaper. But it doesn't help the refugees, though. I mean, honestly, I'm kinda, it's between giving it to the envoy and Vogel. I mean, I want to, like, I would personally want this spread everywhere, get everybody's attention. But if I give this to the envoy, the refugees would be great. But this guy will get away with it. So everything, you know what? Devs, you did it again. You got me good. I kind of almost forgot, you know, how when it comes to the choices, the devs will definitely make you think about the actions and what happens and the consequences. Each of these choices both have pros and cons to them, and yeah, each of these have pros and cons. I mean, whew. You know what? I think I made my mind up, and I don't know if this is the right choice, but really, it might be the best choice. Alright, so this is what else I found by going into the Mind Palace. Bernardotti wants to blackmail the envoy. Bernardotti wants to blackmail the envoy. Mr. Bernardotti knows how to turn the situation to his advantage when he learned of the envoy's forcible violation. He saw an opportunity to gain greater power. He has offered me a deal with the photograph in exchange for a happy life for Neela. So we got two choices here. Merciless justice. The envoy is despicable, and Bernardotti is trying to take advantage of the situation. I cannot trust either one of them. Only the truth will resolve the matters. I must give the photograph to Vogel so he can make everything public. Unexpected collaboration. Bernardotti is a shady businessman, but his promise to arrange a happy life for Neela and her child was convincing. This is what truly matters now. Give Bernardotti the evidence to blackmail the envoy. I think I'm gonna do this one. I mean, wow. There's some tough choices, man. It's merciless justice. The envoy is despicable, Bernardotti. Okay, so it's pretty much the same thing I've been saying. Right. Snap, here we go.
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
Why does this look so evil?
I've brought news, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes. I won't shoot the messenger.
I tracked down Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not having a good day on account of his murder. Killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio. Perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt. I will miss his exceptional sense of humor.
I located the thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting, too.
Ah, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
I found the source of Mercurio's artistic inspiration. A photograph. What troubled me was that the sexual act captured was non-consensual.
She was violated? Dear God, how despicable.
Her abuser was in fact the British envoy. Mercurio took a picture of him committing the atrocity and then used it as artistic inspiration.
I had no idea a mere break-in would eventually expose such barbarity.
I found the painting, but I could not retrieve it.
Well then, where is it?
In Bernadotti's office.
Bernadotti? That shady businessman? Why would he steal it from me?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him yourself.
I take it you found something more then.
Mr. Vogel, I want you to make everything public, including the photograph. I'm sure you have a connection at the Cordona Chronicle.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Loyal to your own truth till the end. Yes, I'm acquainted with the staff of the Chronicle. The story is sensational, and will surely draw attention to the gallery. But you must be aware that exposing the scandal will further hurt the victim. Does that not bother you?
No matter what one does, the truth tends to come out, as well it should. I won't be the one to stand in its way.
Though it's only your subjective truth being exposed. Not that I'm judging. It's perfectly reasonable for everyone to have their own views.
When you called me, you knew exactly what you would get.
Oh, but I'm not like you, Mr. Holmes. I cannot be sure of anything. Regardless, I must thank you, for art's sake. Well, now that we've resolved all of our outstanding matters, I have a gift for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
And what exactly have you sent me?
Frankly, I'm not sure how to answer that. I trust you'll know.
Previously, you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh dear, I'd hoped to be wrong.
She was unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained, specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
Yeah, if you don't remembered, Sherlock's mom apparently had tuberculosis, but we never heard a cough, so that's, she has some kind of mental breakdown going on. But there we go. That's my choice. Been made. Please don't hurt me. Anyways, well, I guess we're going back home in the next episode. So, but hey, you know what? It's finally good to finally finish that case, and hopefully, like, now we'll be able to stick with whatever case is next. I'm thinking that we're gonna actually do some side missions in the next episode. I'm actually interested. One of the side missions thing. There we go, the Ghost Hunter. I'm really curious to see what that is. So I'm not expecting ghost busting or anything like that, but I want to see where it leads. So thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next episode, hopefully.